Hey folks, I just want to talk about why we live in a world that can be so nefarious and sinister and so evil at times. And I think we all try to aspire to live in a world where none of that exists. There's peace, it's heaven on earth, it's absolute bliss. But you fail to understand that we live in a reality that requires duality, and in order for there to be good, there needs to be bad. And so if you are a light being, or if you're operate at a very high frequency, your light is supposed to awaken people. It's supposed to get people to sort of think differently and approach this world in a completely different way. And it's how it works. It's how this whole construct is built. And I'm noticing that myself. It's like when you are very empathetic and you take care of yourself and you do all the right things, some people hate that shit. Some people, you're sort of projecting your your aura, your who you are onto them, and it makes them feel like shit because they have failed to do that in their life. They have failed to show up, and they keep repeating bad habits, patterns, behaviors, and that is just self-perpetuating. And so when you operate at a high frequency and really show people that there's another way of existing, like it questions their belief. It makes them question their whole identity, because that's not how they operate. And I practice Buddhism, and a lot of it is just like every day of just trying to operate at a high frequency, because a lot of times like I said before, when you operate like this, you are a target, and you stand out from the rest of the crowd, because most people they're sleeping. They don't know any better, and you are an awakened soul, and you've chosen to take that path to really lead people to happiness. And that's, for me, that is like a lot. That's my mission. That's a lot of what I'm fulfilled by, is really serving and helping people. And I notice this even with my Buddhist practice. There's members I'm supporting, and they're struggling. They're not having an easy life, but I had to struggle first, and I had to heal first in order to help them. And they're in a position where they want it. A lot of times I think we feel like we need to help people or support people, but you really need to let people fail on their own and learn those lessons. Because if you think you're going to change somebody or influence somebody to do, you're dreaming, bro. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that, how evil has to exist for the good to exist. They're one in part. And just keep showing up, and it's going to really serve you in the end. And what a beautiful mission to be a part of, rather than being on the dark side. And I know a lot of people probably affiliate with that, because they look at Star Wars or evil villains and like, oh shit, that's but be the good guy, be the one that saves the world, and really watch what that does for your life. All right, God bless. Cheers.